So now that we import our texture here, let's just create our user interface. And there is an old way and there is a new way. And in Unreal Engine 5, there is this new way that you can just create a user interface of type of widget blueprint, that we can create our user interface, crosshair or health bar or a stamina bar or showing weapon, ammunition, and all of that in just this widget blueprint that make our life very much easier. When you create it, it will tell you which type you want to choose. And right now I want to choose user widget. Don't mind these old classes, just create a user widget. And I want to call it WP for widget blueprint, and I want to call it crosshair. Okay. Double click on it to open it, and you can see this is a new thing in here. So let me explain everything to you. First of all, in palette in here, if you don't have the palette or the library or any of these, you can just go to window and in here enable them. Okay, so now in here there is an empty thingy in here, right? So in the palette there are a lot of things like any other software that in them you want to create a user interface, like border, like button, like checkbox, like image, like name the slot, like progress bar, that we can use it just for health, right? So when you create your widget blueprint class, first of all, what you need to do is to go down and add the panel, okay? And there is a lot of them. First of all, canvas panel that we always use, the grid panel, the horizontal box, overlay, safe zone, and all of that. You can create a lot of things with it. So first of all, let's just create a canvas panel. Just drag and drop it here and it will create a canvas panel for us of size of the screen that user have. For example, the monitor, what resolution it has, this canvas panel will be that resolution. When we add it in here, you can see in hierarchy, it will be added to here as well, canvas panel. And if you click in here, you can go to detail panel and change some stuff in here. Right now, in our canvas panel, there is nothing, but we can do a lot of things in here. For example, we can just drag and drop a button in here and there will be a button in there, right? So now that our button is in here, let's just put it in there, and I want to show you how you can apply this user interface widget blueprint class into our game. So compile this and let's just put it here and go to our third person character in here, and at top I want to create a event begin play, right? Event begin play is that event that will happen just once in our game. So when the event begin play happen, we want to create our widget blueprint in here with the widget blueprint that we create. So we say just search for widget. Okay, let's see what will give us. And if you go up in here, when you search widget, you can see there is a user interface, and beneath that there is a create widget. Let's just create that. When we add these to our third person character, you can see we can choose a class. And we create a class in here and we add a button in there, right? So now let's just choose that. And you can see there is WB crosshair, that the one that we just create. So let's just choose that. Now, if we compile, let's see, it doesn't give us any problem. But if we play our game, it won't show up. The button will not show up. Why? Because after we create our widget blueprint class in here, we should add it to our game. We should add it to viewport. So for that, we can drag and drop from here and tell it to add it to viewport. Add to viewport, right? So just with this tree node, if we compile, it should give us an error. Yeah. So the error, you can read it in here in compiler result. It says This blueprint self is not a user widget. This self, when we say self in here, it means this blueprint class that is just a character class. But in this target, we need a widget blueprint class. So where we can get it, we create it here. And when we create it, it will give us a return value that we can just connect it to the target. Now, if we compile and run our game, you can see the button is now here and we can click on it. But that's not what we want. We want to create a crosshair. But before creating the crosshair, I want to show you some things in next video.